Hi, everybody. I'm sorry I couldn't be here with you today, but right now I'm sitting at the airport in Sacramento waiting for my flight for a 2-week vacation in Cabo San Lucas. So I wish I could be there, but I'm looking forward for my 2-week vacation. I have two things that I'd like to talk to you about today and that I've recorded here so I can fill you in on this information. First one is 1099 reporting. As part of the Obama administration healthcare reform bill, there is a provision in there that's designed to generate some 18 or 19 billion dollars, and that has to do with 1099 reporting. One of the provisions in there says that anybody who's a landlord who receives or pays over $600 a year to a service provider, for example, the guy who comes to mow the lawns at the rental property, or periodic air conditioning inspections. Anybody like that has to be sent to 1099 if they've been paid over $600 a year. And of course, you have to report the payments likewise to the IRS. The Association of Realtors is very much against this reporting procedure, and they are working diligently to try to make sure that this is removed from the law. As of right now, it is a requirement. There was bipartisan support towards the end of last year to eliminate it, but it wasn't enough to get it through the Congress. Right now, there are enough people in the House of Representatives who have signed on to co-sponsor a bill to eliminate this requirement this year. President Obama, in his speeches, has said this is something that they'd like to eliminate as well. So it looks like we may be able to get it out sometime this year, but we'll try to keep you informed on that issue throughout the year. One of the issues that they face in trying to eliminate this is that there is a requirement that they they have to find a way to make up for this $19 billion worth of expected revenue over the next 10 years by eliminating this 1099 reporting requirement. But if enough of the congressional representatives decide that they'll just do a little deficit spending, then they'll eliminate this without any complications. So we will keep you informed on that. The other issue that I came across that I thought would be important to some of you is that, as most of us know, last year there was no estate tax. It was all part of the Bush era tax cuts, that the estate tax would gradually be eliminated. This year there is a estate tax. Most of the Bush era tax cuts have been extended, but not the estate tax limitation. So it's very important to you to advise any of your clients, and you may have somebody who's come to you to help deal with the sale of their estate, or somebody else's estate that they're handling, a trustee or an executor. It's important for you to remind them that they need to go to their accountant and decide the best way to handle that. There apparently are two different approaches, and again, the accountant is the best person to talk to about this. But if you opt to go for the no estate tax on let's say a $7 million property that was inherited, the general consensus is that you will have to you will not get a step up in basis. So that is something when property transfers, right now, for example, between a husband and wife, if one of the partners dies, the other one gets to step up in basis on that half, or I think if it's community property, you get it on both halves. So if a person has died and decides to use the zero estate tax provision in the law from last year, then they do not get a step up in basis on the property, the people who are inheriting it. If they decide that, okay, we'd rather deal with the estate tax, then they would get a step up in basis on the property. Again, an accountant is the best person to explain this, but you have to remember that there's a $5 million limitation on the estates, and so if a piece of property was worth $4 million, then I think the accountant would probably advise you not to take the zero estate tax provision and go ahead and claim the entire estate and take the step up in basis. But it's best to advise your clients to see their accountant or financial advisor. Again, I'm sorry I couldn't be there, and I'll be thinking of all of you while I'm in Cabo San Lucas. Thanks. Bye.